All right, well, good morning. We're back to trying to do some videos for you guys. Here's another steering issue. This is a Seastar steering ram. We got called out because they lost steering, and they thought it was just a hose or something like that. And then when I came down to look at it, well, that doesn't look right. That should be attached to there, but it's not. This is, I don't know, rusted out or pretty catastrophic. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but it's real easy to move the steering wheel up top. I can't find the reservoir on this, so I've already looked at this. I have a brand new ram back over there, I think. So before everybody gets home from vacation, I'm gonna just pull this out, put the new one in, redo all of this, and see if we can't find where the reservoir tank is, even if there is one, get this bled out and get this guy going again. So Sunday morning project. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna start by, we don't have to disconnect that anymore, but we do need to get that out. I do have a new bolt for that. So we'll undo that and get this out, put the new ram in, and then connect these lines back together again and see if I can't find a tank, or just, I guess, put the fluid in here, but it should go all the way to the bridge. So usually this is a pressurized system and there's a tank somewhere. I can't tell where these lines go. Like I said, I've already looked in the engine room, but I can't see a reservoir tank, which is unusual for a 48-foot boat, but anything's possible. So I'm gonna try and get these things out here and see what happens. All right, made pretty short work out of that. I got all 4 of the bolts out here for the ram. I've got the 2 lines loose here, and I got the ram eye out over here, which has been completely destroyed. So I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna transfer over because I think that these things are gonna leak here and here. So I want the other ram in so I can transfer it out as quickly as possible. I'm looking at this and I see red in here, which worries me a little bit, thinking that instead of the Seastar fluid, which is a clear fluid, they used, and we've talked about this because I've done this a million times with you guys, that they used a ATF fluid because it's red. So I brought the correct Seastar clear fluid. So if they've got ATF fluid in all of these lines, I may go back with that. And that's what they're using, because otherwise I've got to bleed out and clean out the entire system and start all over again. And I don't know if he wants to pay for that. So it looks like there's still fluid in here, which is really interesting. So maybe, you know, that just fell apart and I don't have to bleed the system. I mean, I will a little bit, obviously, because I'm going to get, you know, undo these lines and get air in there. But, you know, this looks like it's pretty full on both sides. So, yeah, I'm going to pull this apart and switch out the 2 lines, see what we got. All right, so this is interesting. So this doesn't have a reservoir. It's just the helm is the reservoir. So I found the fill right here, and I'm gonna bleed it. I opened up the 2 bleeders down below on the ram so all of the air can get out and I can push this in. So we're gonna lift this up and we're gonna let that drain down into there. I gotta crack the reservoir a little bit more, the bleeders a little bit more down there. So let's see. I put the hose on. I should get a little bucket. It'll make it a little bit easier to do this. Or maybe even a little cup. Oh, yep, it's already full. So you can see that it started here and now it's come out here. So I'm gonna see if I can't manipulate the steering a little bit and bleed some of this out. But these are your bleeders here and there. And that's your reservoir, your catch right there. So I'm gonna see if I can't move the ram. And like I said, I got these bleeders open right now. You just crack these here, and that lets all the air out. I put this on just to catch the stuff for now, but I should be bleeding it out. Whew, God. Okay, now that I've got fluid going down just by pressure, I've tightened up the bleeder valves down there, put the hose back, and it's hard to do, but you can can see it coming out here, and as I turn the wheel, you can see the air coming back up in and the fluid going out. I'm doing this by myself here, but can you see the fluid going in the air? There's the air all coming back out, and as the air comes back out, the fluid goes back in. So all I'm doing is turning the wheel, not now, but so I'm going to do this a few more times. We've already done 1 quart. This says 2nd quart. You can see it filling up again. Just letting all the air out of it. There we go. If I turn the wheel a little bit more here. And the wheel's getting tight, so I think I've already done lock to lock. You can see the air coming out, so just wanted to show you that. I'm going to keep on spinning the wheel left and right till we get good lock to lock and no air is coming out. And what I mean by lock to lock is hard over to port, hard over to starboard with the rudder. All right, well, that's a wrap. You can see that there's no bubbles left in here. I can go, let's see if I can do this. Oop, shoot. Gotta keep this up. See all the air that, thank God I didn't put back in? Right there. I'll drain out. Let that drain out. There we go. Come on, come on. All right, let me see if I can keep this up on my shoulder maybe. And we'll go. We're already hard over. Oh, there's a bubble that came in. Yeah, this is hard to do. Anyway, I can go lock to lock now, and all of the air is out. And I put all that back in. Damn it. So that's just at the top. That'll come out. So you want everything clean, and there's micro bubbles that are in here too. So you got to go slow, and those will eventually coalesce and make larger bubbles. So you got to keep turning the steering wheel lock to lock till it's completely smooth. There's no jerking motion in it, and there's no air coming out of here. And just got to go slow. It took me about 10-15 minutes to do this. Whew, it's hot. So I'm going to do this one more time just to make sure I didn't get any air back in there. And then I'm going to put the cap back on, and that's going to be a wrap for a Sunday morning. So another Hynotic system, slightly different. This doesn't have a pressurized reservoir. The actual steering helm itself is the reservoir, and that's the fill tube right there. And just by gravity, we're just letting all the air come to the top and all the fluid go back down to the ram. That's it. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I'll try and post a little bit more often. Things are getting a little bit better, less hectic. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. All right, well, if I didn't say it before, we're all buttoned up. I got 6 turns lock to lock, so I went back 3. Rudders are in midship, which is exactly where we want them to be. And I'm gonna button this up and get out of here. I'm gonna go work on my espresso machine that is not working properly, which is really giving me a lot of anxiety. So I'm gonna do a video about that maybe, who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.